When it happened, we happened to be in bed. I was studying for an exam for my MBA. I looked over and Sarah was making clucking sounds, chicken sounds. That was her trying to breathe. You get that realisation and the horror of that. You want someone to save you. I was on my own. Everything that I went through is imbued in the product. She was asystole or flatlined for 40 minutes. The CPR bought her some time. When the paramedics told me that I had saved Sarah, imagine if I just stood there and had done nothing.
Being a part of the CellAED project, to me, is everything. And it pretty much all started with Sarah.
And Sarah had a sudden cardiac arrest in her flat up in Rose Bay.
It was about 1:30 in the morning and I got a text message from my dad just saying Sarah in hospital. And when I found out she had a heart attack and she was in a coma, it was really scary.
I was one of the people who responded to that emergency, and actually I performed compressions on Sarah.
The severity and shock and surprise of that event, that was the start of a journey 4.5 years ago. She's a miracle. To survive that, she went to the other side and back.
We do approximately, I would say, 1 cardiac arrest a week. In my personal experience, my 22 years of experience, normally the success rate to actually be able to walk out of hospital is usually when the CPR performed on scene and when there's a defibrillator on scene.
Time is such a critical thing, and time just slips through our hands, and people just don't know what to do during an emergency. Best practice benchmark for approach to a cardiac arrest is usually what they call a chain of survival. So the first link is early call for emergency services. The next one is early CPR. It prolongs the viability of a person by a few more minutes.
If you defibrillate within the first 2 minutes, you've got an 89% chance of coming back with minimal damage. That is significant.
For every minute you lose without defibrillation, you lose 10% probability of survival. Paramedics turn up to many lost causes.
Sudden cardiac arrest is essentially the major killer in developed countries. You know, more than car accidents, more than cancer, more than deaths in fires. The standard multi-use AED that's out there at the moment is difficult for people to use. It's bulky, it's expensive. That's why Don put his mind to coming up with a better solution.
My dad is the sort of person that when he gets an idea, it consumes him.
I started looking at some teardowns of AEDs on YouTube and thought, even though I'm not an electrical engineer, these guys haven't done anything for a couple of decades. The product is an automated external defibrillator, so it's something that's used out of hospital.
It performs the same functions as what you would get from a defibrillator you'd buy on the market. However, it does it more efficiently, and it does it in this unique, novel way of snapping, peeling and sticking.
We started the project building 5 to 10 pieces by hand.
Indicatively, we think we can do 100,000 units per annum in a country for every 5 million of population.
We want to keep this manufacturing locally, and we have the capabilities of doing that.
We hope that the CellAED logo will become as recognisable as the exit symbol or the fire extinguisher symbol.
One in every home, one in every workplace.
Everyone I've ever spoken to about this are like, I'd buy one for my fridge. It's the same as having a smoke detector.
What the CellAED's going to do is save a lot of money. So at $2,000, you can't solve the problem. At $150, you can save billions on the healthcare system.
It will basically allow defibrillation to be accessible to almost everybody.
Investing in rapid response revival is not all about the financial return to shareholders. It's also about the life-changing contribution that the device you're allowing to come to market is going to make. It's not just did we save a life, it's also did we do that early enough so that there wasn't so much damage done to the person that they have a good life.
This will save lives, and when people realise the price point, they're going to go, I'll have 2 of those.
If we save one life, then every part of it is worth it. Just one.
If it saves millions of lives, it's definitely worth manufacturing.
Everyone's someone else's mother, son, daughter, brother, father. I mean, imagine being responsible for saving 27,000 people a year in Australia. That'd be amazing.
Hello, I'm Graham, and I'm a lifesaver.
I'm John Haynes, and I'm a lifesaver.
I am Simon, and I'm a lifesaver.
I'm Scott, and I'm a lifesaver.
I'm Errol, and I'm a lifesaver.
I'm Mendy, and I'm a lifesaver.
I'm Donovan, and I'm a lifesaver.